Welcome to Fantasy Football at Week 7 here with Leon, Week 2, 2 weeks in a row. So I'm so happy that me and Leon linked up. Uh, Fantasy Football Lab, Hector and Leon. Okay, Steelers, Bengals, negative 5.5. Well, they're favored. Steelers favored 5.5, 43.5 total. Tell me a little bit about the game. I went to sleep.
Division game, close game. Two 40-year-olds going at it. It was probably one of the best games of the year.
Yeah.
Bengals pulled it out last minute drive. Both quarterbacks combined 7 touchdowns. Big wide receiver games from Chase and Higgins.
Yeah. 23
Fairmouth had a
targets,
big
16
receiver
catches.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah, so what you call it? Looks like it's a good fit for the Bengals with Joe
Yeah.
Flacco.
Flacco.
So
Yeah. Just took them 2 weeks. Yep. Oh well. Steelers lose a game they should have won. Um,
yeah,
I had the Steelers total defense against the Bengals total offense. 235 yards, bottom two Bengals offense. Steelers defense was 355, bottom 10. So the Bengals offense stepped up.
big time. Steelers defense didn't show up at all. Mainly Chase. Chase had I think career high 16 receptions, 168 yards and a touchdown. So,
Yeah, Chase,
but
Chase.
what Chase
Rams.
does.
Yeah, it's over. Rams, Jags. Rams favored at 3 points, total 45. Um, Under on the points. I like the Rams. Matthew Stafford averaging 22.3, 11.1 last week. His last game. Rams passing offense 269, top three. Jaguars passing defense 256, bottom three. So top three against the bottom three. Do you think the Rams are going to do your thing? I think Puka Nuka might be out.
Yeah, he's out. Good fantasy pickup, Tutu Atwell, but I think this is a
Yeah.
defensive game. Don't like either team. Really trust them as far as offense, especially the Jaguars. I would just stick with the under in this
Okay.
game. Two good defenses.
Yeah, enough said. I don't see much from any wide receiver. I guess running back might have a good game.
Maybe.
Kyron Williams. Saints, Bears. Uh Bears are favored at 5.5, 47.5. I like the Bears. Saints passing defense, 213. Chicago passing offense with Caleb, 227, middle of the pack. Um, Caleb Williams is averaging 24.8. Last game, 24.8. It's weird, but same.
Yep.
ESPN numbers. So what do you think about this Saints Chicago?
Definitely like the Bears. I agree with you with that. Swift had a big game against Washington. They were number one rush defense coming in. Can't tell after this game. Swift ran for 108, Corp 67, got a touchdown. Caleb Williams looked good. He made the plays when needed. Still has a lot of opportunity, but definitely love the Bears against the Saints coming back home on a 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Bears are improving. Ben Johnson and the offense is improving. DJ Moore still sucks. Adunze's balling.
Defense improving too. 3 takeaways against the
Yeah,
Commanders.
yeah. I picked up Chicago defense in our ESPN league. I dropped
Nice.
Philadelphia. I had Aaron Rodgers last night. I picked him up last minute over like thinking about Purdy or Justin Fields, just to let you know. 31 points. I'm
Nice.
okay. I'm okay in fantasy a little bit.
Look, you're doing good.
Yeah, the record doesn't reflect it. This team is good. Like I even lost neighbors, and I lost Igbuka probably this week, right? I have a
Yeah.
feeling. Don't tell anybody. Don't tell Dante. Don't tell Tay on the on our chat text group. I think I got him this week.
Through text.
I think I got him.
I hope you do. I hope you
He
do.
talks a lot of smack.
I pray. Yeah.
Dolphins
I pray you beat him.
Browns.
I can't stand
Yeah,
him.
Dolphins, Browns. Browns negative. Browns are favored at 3. I like the Dolphins, 40.5 under. Player to watch, HN Achani, averaging 20.9. Last game, 33. He erupted. The Dolphins running offense, 91 yards, is at the bottom 10. Cleveland run defense is at the top. 79 yards that they allow. So the Cleveland run defense really good. What do you think about the running game in the Dolphins against Cleveland?
Um, Cleveland is one of the top defenses. Quick stat: Cleveland at home, and this game is in Cleveland. Um, Gave up 17 points, 10 points, 21, but that was the London game. On the road is where they're really suspect, but Cleveland in the dog pound, and then we're talking about Cleveland's run defense against Miami's run offense. We need to look at Miami's run defense against their run offense. Miami's given up 208 yards to Rico against the Panthers 2 weeks ago, and then last week
Yeah.
124 to Vidal and the Chargers. I actually like the Browns in this game. I think very, very, very low scoring. Two bad quarterbacks, but I like the better defense and the better run game with Jenkins and the Browns.
Yeah, Judkins. Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Junk,
he might have a good game, so
he's
maybe
named
he might be the
Jenkins.
guy to
Yeah.
watch. I'm considering Judkins in a couple of daily. Um, that's a good one.
Yeah,
I
I
like that.
would take him.
Pats at 7. They're favored. 42 over on the points. I like the Pats. Pats total offense 336. Titans total defense 343. Bottom 10. So what do you think about Drake May? 24 points he's averaging, 35.8 last game. He blowing up.
Oh, 10 touchdowns, two touchdown runs. Only one game under 250 yards so far. He's third in QBR in the NFL. Only issue is the sacks. He is getting sacked a lot. But Titans just fired their head coach. It's a debacle over there. Love the Patriots in this game. Big game for Drake May as usual.
Yeah, I'm with you. Raiders, Chiefs. Chiefs are favored at 12 points, 45 and a half. Under on the points. I like the Raiders. Too much of a spread. Raiders passing defense 215 middle. Chiefs passing offense with Patrick Mahomes 241. Um, Worthy, Mahomes, Kelsey. What do we think? I want to consider talking about Worthy. 9.7 he's averaging, but that was including the game where he played only like 2 snaps and Kelsey blew him up. So he's a
Hmm.
little bit better than 9.7.
Yeah.
10.6 last game. What do you think about the Chiefs offense?
I know he struggled with a little injury last week, but I think he played through it. But now remember, you're getting Rashid Rice back this week.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you could trust any one in particular wide receiver with them, but I love Mahomes. Mahomes, if you play like a FanDuel daily or fantasy, I would take Mahomes. Plenty of weapons. He's running the ball. He's throwing the ball. They just upset Detroit last week, which was a surprise, and they blew them out. Definitely love the Chiefs in this game, obviously, but yeah, you can go with Rice. You can go with Worthy. You can go with Kelsey. It looks like uh, they're just having they're back to the old Chiefs. Let's put it like that.
Yeah, I'm with you. Eagles, Vikings, 43 and a half over. Eagles are favored at 2. Go Eagles. Carson Wentz is back. He's averaging 20.3. Last game, 16.3. Eagles total defense, 342. It's not good. Minnesota total offense, 305 yards, bottom 10. So what do you think about Minnesota's offense against the Eagles defense?
I'm saying this in front of the in an Eagle cave, but I think Minnesota. I think Minnesota has the edge, and the main reason is Justin Jefferson. Yes, the Eagles have Quinyon Mitchell, but Justin Jefferson can beat any cornerback one. And you got Jordan Addison on the other side, where the Eagles are struggling with their second cornerback. I think the Eagles look better this week, but I think they take the loss. And I think the biggest issue is that they look better because last week they got destroyed by the Giants. Everything's going out as they're predictable on offense. They ran that tush push 4 straight times in a row. That looks bad, even though it converted into a touchdown. But think I love Wentz against his former team in this game, but I think it's close. But I would edge with Minnesota coming off a bye, even though the Eagles are coming off a mini bye. But Minnesota at home wins this game.
It's possible. I could see Minnesota winning. They match up well. Panthers, Jets. Panthers had 2 points favored, 42 and a half. Under on the points. I like the Panthers. Teta McMill averaging 13 points as a receiver. Last game 17.9. So I think he's ascending. Um, The total offense of the Panthers 330, Jets defense 330. It's the same number. Bottom 10. So what's to
Wow.
give the Panthers offense against the Jets defense?
Panthers offense should have a big game. I'll give the
Yeah.
Jets credit. They played pretty good against Denver's defense or offense this past
Yeah.
week. Held up 13 points, but I think that was more of a Bo Nix struggling still. But Jets off. The other issue is the Jets offense. No offense, and I think Garrett Wilson is out this week. Outside of Brees Hall and Wilson, there's nobody that's really producing. If the Jets win this game, or if the Jets keep this close, it has to be a big Brees Hall running game and a big Justin Fields running game
And
because
it's not that's not
the
happening. That's not happening.
yeah. Well,
They're
Carolina
losing.
is yeah. I mean, they got to win somewhere, right? I mean, they don't have to, but if they're going to beat somebody, Carolina is 3-0 at home, 0-3 on the road, and they're on the road this time. So just be careful with this one. I don't like the over, the under. I don't like the Panthers or the Jets. So this is one I would kind of stay away. But if I had to choose, maybe the Jets pull this one out, maybe. But don't trust the Panthers. They are not a good team. They had 2 great weeks, the back weeks, but they're both at home. This one's on the road.
It's nothing to think about. Stay away. Giants Broncos. Broncos at 7 points, 40. Over. No, this is a defensive game. Under on the points. I like the Giants. I don't see the Broncos winning by 7. Um, Giants run offense 126 yards, top 10. Denver run defense 89 yards. Cam Scattaboo, 16.6 averaging. Last game 31, 3 touchdowns against your boy the Eagles, your peoples. So what's to give the Giants running offense against Denver? Tough Denver.
If they're going to win, it has to be Scatterboo, because Giants don't have the wide receivers to attack that secondary of Denver. So got to be a big Scatterboo game. Has to be a big Jack and Dark running game. Broncos just remind me of the Eagles, a team that's 4-2, but they look bad. So I love the Giants with the points, the 7. I think the Broncos win. They have a 7-game home winning streak, but definitely not a blowout game. A real close game. Giants keep it close, try to get a win, but I think Denver pulls it out.
Yeah. Colts Chargers. I like the Colts. Chargers are favored at 1.5. 48.5 on the total under. Colts running offense 131 with Johnny Taylor. Run defense 124 yards for the Chargers. Bottom 12. Danny Jones averaging 21.9. Last week 26. What do you think about Colts offense against Chargers defense?
Chargers defense just gave up 27 points to Miami. That looks disappointing. And the Colts are coming in hot and balanced. 4 touchdowns last week, 2 run, 2 pass. They can beat you anyway. And Daniel Jones is in the MVP candidate. 8 touchdowns rushing, 104 QBR, 4 rushing touchdowns. Has a dynamite back in Jonathan Taylor. I hate betting against the Chargers because I know they're so well coached, but I can see the Colts pulling this game out on the road. They're hot right now. They know what they want to do. This should be a great game somehow. 2 good quarterbacks looking for their future and what they're going to do and making an impact in this league. So should be a great game to watch, I believe.
Heard that. Next game, Washington Cowboys 54.5. Over on the points. I think this is one of the higher scoring games. Uh, Washington's favorite at 2. I like Washington against the Cowgirls. Passing offense of Washington 194 yards, bottom 10. Dallas defense passing 269 yards. Pickens player to talk about 20.6 he's averaging. Last week 32.8. He's ascending. So what is to say Washington, Dallas?
Agree with you with the high scoring. Dallas maybe getting CeeDee Lamb back and Cavante Turpin. Um, if that'll mean a lot. Don't know. It should take away from Pickens, but I think it puts Dak Prescott that you pick him even more. Ferguson 4 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns this year. Pickens 6 touchdowns. That Prescott has 13 touchdowns total. Washington is going to have a long day with this. I think the only way Washington controls this game is they have to run the ball. Bill has to hold on to the ball. He had 2 fumbles last week.
That's a lot.
Um,
2 fumbles. Yeah.
yeah, could cause you the game. And Dak Prescott is 34-9 against the NFC East. I hate saying that stat because it's against my team included, but he shows up in division games. They're home. Definitely agree with the high scoring game, but this could be Washington or Cowboys if I had to choose. I think the Cowboys are on an upsending thing right now, despite losing to Carolina last week, which was embarrassing. But
You like the Cowboys?
I hate the Cowboys this week. I don't like the Cowboys personally, but this week I think they pull it out at home, and with Washington still with McLaurin possibly out, Noah Brown possibly out. Until they get their offense back, I think they still don't have what they need to pull this game out.
Heard that. Packers, Cardinals. Packers are favored at 6.5, 44.5 under on the points. I like the Packers. Packers total offense 359 yards. Cardinals defense 348, not good. So what's the give? I like Jacobs this game 20.9. Last game 32. What do you think about the Packers offense?
I love that you brought up Jacobs. I'll add on to that. Has two touchdowns each in the last 2 games against the Bengals and the Cowboys. 4 touchdowns total in that span. Golden Tate or Golden Tate. Where did I get that from? The rookie Golden. He's stepping up. Had a nice little game last week. Arizona's defense is not there, but their offense. If we looked at last week against the Colts, they lost the game, but they look like a totally different offense with Jacoby Brissett at quarterback. He threw for 320 yards. He had 8 different receivers catch a pass and 6 with 20 yards or more. So he's getting the ball around. It is in Arizona. Green Bay is the better team. But I think this is definitely a high scoring game as well, with both defenses struggling at the moment. But I think the Packers should pull it out, like you said.
Falcons, 49ers. Niners are favored at 2 points. I like the Niners, 47.5 under. Atlanta's passing offense, 227 yards, middle. 49ers passing defense, 214 yards, middle of the road. A couple middle of the road. Offense and defense, Bijan Robinson, 26.8 average. Last game, 39.8 against the Bills. That 81-yard touchdown run. Bijan is balling. What do you think about the Falcons offense against the 49ers defense?
49ers had a big hit. Fred Warner's out for the year. And after that, Tampa Bay last week just did whatever they want against San Fran's defense. And now you got Bijan Robinson and Drake London coming into your stadium. Bijan, 170 yards rushing against Buffalo, 68 yards receiving. He had a touchdown. By the way, Drake London shows up, 10 receptions, 158 yards, and a touchdown. It's definitely clicking over there, the Dirty Bird down south. I think Atlanta comes in here. I think this is a high-scoring game as well, but I think Atlanta comes in there and with their 2 stars showing up and stepping up, I think they pull out this victory on Sunday Night Football against the 49ers.
Two Monday night games. Bucks Lions. Lions are favored at 5.5. I like the Bucks. 53. I go over on the points. Jamison Williams, 10 points averaging. Last game, 18.6. I think he's finally starting to come alive, hopefully, or I got him in a couple leagues. Passing offense of the Lions, I'm at the Bucks. Bucks passing offense 244 yards, passing defense of the Lions 214 yards, middle of the road. What do you think about the Bucks passing game? I think they're out with Egbuka, right, and Godwin. Mike Evans maybe comes back. So what do you think about the Bucks offense against the Lions defense?
And then you just mentioned all the injuries on Tampa Bay's wide receivers. Detroit's secondary, both cornerbacks are out, and Branch is suspended for his actions against the Chiefs post game on Sunday night last week. So I guess it's what young player whose depth is better, the Detroit secondary on defense or Tampa Bay's wide receivers on offense. So far, Tampa Bay's wide receivers on offense have shown up. Tez Johnson had a big game last week in the absence of Ibuka after his hamstring injury in the first half. You got to take Tampa Bay, but definitely high scoring game. Definitely uh, back and forth with this game. Should be a lovely matchup on Monday night to watch.
Next Monday night game, Texans Seahawks. Seahawks favored at 3.5. Go Seahawks. 41 points go over. JSN 22.6 averaging. I think he's top three receiver. 34.2 last game, blowing up. Texans offense 342, middle of the road. Seahawks defense 314 yards, middle of the road. 314, 314. There's another matchup that had the same numbers. Pretty cool. It's cool how I'm picking these matchups, and then I
Right?
start looking at the stats. I'm like, oh, maybe that is really actually a good matchup to consider. Texans
Yeah.
offense, Seahawks defense. What do you think?
Um, I would. Houston's coming off a bye week. They're clicking a little bit. Their defense is going to hold them in this game. They are going up against a mighty Jackson Smith-Njigba and Sam Darnold. Njigba, I believe, he was the number one wide receiver until last night. Jamar Chase showed up. so he's probably number two, but who would have thought that with Sam Darnold as the quarterback? Definitely love this matchup. I think the matchup is the Houston's defense against Seattle's offense. And I think that's going to be compelling. So far, Houston's defense has really been stingy. They haven't given up much to anybody. And I think their offense pulls it out in Seattle. Rarely, Seattle is undefeated on the road and 1-2 at home. So,
Heard that. 22 minutes. I'm gonna close this out. Week 7. Let's do it again. Week 8. Hopefully, we could talk about waiver wire fire. Good luck, everybody. Show this post. Share it, like it, subscribe it. Fantasy Football Lab YouTube, Week 7. Hector and Leon over and out. God bless. God
have a
bless.
great week.